that there's just so many disaster crises happening in Asia, that you can see from the photo, right? Including protests. But to make the point here is this. Now, there are so many different kind of crises that happen. Even when SARS, it happened 17 years ago. We thought we are prepared, right? We thought we are prepared. Yes, we are more prepared. But we have not thought of all eventuality. That's what's happening here. Even in Singapore, we are so prepared that we've forgotten that our weak point is at the dormitory, right? Malaysia, you think that, well, maybe you have also learned some lesson there, but you've forgotten that mass gathering is also a not so good thing to do during this kind of period, right? So there was some kind of outbreak in the malls, right? There was a recent gathering quite some time back that triggered the whole shutdown, the whole lockdown. You call it the movement control order, huh? And in Singapore, we call it the circuit breaker. Anyway, it's just a replacement for so-called lockdown. Anyway. So the thing is that no matter how prepared we are, we always find ourselves one step behind so-called the new kind of disaster will happen to us. So we thought that COVID-19 is nothing new, but the thing is that it is not exactly like SARS also as well. So even when we think that we're prepared, hey, we are not. When the plane, before it crashed into during 911 crashed into the Twin Tower, nobody thought about that. Right? Before SARS, before COVID-19, nobody thought that, well, there's this thing called pandemic that will disrupt operation. And then for COVID-19, the disruption can be so huge. Even in Japan, whereby they are very used to having earthquake and also prepared for tsunami. But for earthquake, tsunami, and also the nuclear disaster happening 3 in 1, is also something that's very hard for them to prepare. So what does it mean? What does it mean when we are doing business continuity? How can we be a step in front and not a step behind? How can we be a step in front and not a step behind? How can we prepare for disaster that we don't even know what's coming? Now, the answer or one of the principles is that for business continuity, in order for us to increase resiliency, we have to expect the unexpected. We have to ensure that we can survive even though the next bigger disaster is something that we cannot expect. So the question right now, you may ask, Raymond, how can I be prepared for something that I don't know what is going to happen? Right? How can I prepare myself? Is there anything that I can prepare myself to become more resilient, but I do not know what is going to happen?
If you wish to know more about this course, visit www.bcpasia.com or contact us at inquiry@bcpasia.com for our training details and upcoming schedule.